Hola, hi Green Group, it's Miss O'Shea. Today, your weekly work is going to focus on the plural tenses of ER and IR verbs. And we're starting on page 184 in your textbook. Right now, we're going to focus on four verbs. Comer, which means to eat. Leer, which means to read. Vivir, which means to live. And escribir, which means to write. As you can see, comer and leer are ER verbs. So the nosotros form ends in hemos. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes form, which is the they form, ends in en. For the two IR verbs, vivir and escribir, the nosotros, the we form, ends in imos. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, the they form, ends in en, just like the ER verbs. Okay, so what you're going to do today is, you can also check out the bottom of page 184 when it talks about the vosotros for, which we don't really use very much, and the plural forms of the verb ver, which means to see, vemos and ven. So your weekly work today is going to be for you to read the story at the top of page 185. And this story is written in the we form, nosotros. Nosotros vivimos en Madrid. We live in Madrid. In nuestra escuela, in our school, aprendemos el inglés. We learn English. Para nosotros, el inglés no es muy fácil. For us, English is not very easy. Okay, so you're just going to read through that. If you have any questions on any of the words, again, it's all in the nosotros form. And the answers to the questions, exercise 7, are all in the ellos, ellas, ustedes form because you're not one of them. You're talking about them. Let's do the first one together. ¿Dónde viven los jóvenes? Where do the young people live? Well, if you read the first sentence of the story, it says, Nosotros vivimos. We live in Madrid. So when you give your answer, you need a subject, you need a verb. So let's start with the subject. Los jóvenes, the young people, the verb, viven, and where they live, en Madrid. So the answer is, los jóvenes viven en Madrid. Don't forget that each one of your answers has to have a verb. Number 1 has to have the verb vivir in it, they live. Number 2 has to have the verb aprenden, they learn. Okay? ¿Cómo es la clase de inglés? How is the English class? Prestan is the verb in that question. Number 4. Comprenden, do they understand? Is the verb in number 5. Leen, do they read? Is the verb in number 6. Escriben, ven, aprenden, and reciben. All of those verbs have to be in your sentences, in your answers, when you write them out long, okay? They all have to be in there. Some of you like to skip the verbs, okay? And some of you also like to throw in the verb es, which none of those have that verb in any of those answers. So do numbers 1 to 10 in your notebook. It's exercise 7 on page 185, and it's based on the story at the top of the page. Any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.